I know what you did last summer. How? Because a lot of you actually reached out to me saying that this was going to be the last summer you're going to be overweight and you wanted things to change. Guess what though? Unfortunately, for most people, what they changed was their exercise. A lot of you went out and bought a Peloton. You started wearing a weighted vest while walking. You started running. You joined a boot camp class. And guess what? You look the same this summer as you did last summer, maybe worse. The absolute physiological reality is that 80% of fat loss is dictated entirely by nutrition and hormonal control. Exercise, it's about 20% of your body composition results. That's really not that much. To understand what this actually means in real life, I want to really make this simple. Consider you're trying to drop 20 pounds. If you only exercise without changing your diet, you're going to keep your insulin chronically elevated. You're going to lock your fat cells shut and completely fail to lose weight. So if you change your diet and drop your calories without exercising, what happens? Well, you're probably going to successfully lose 20 pounds of scale weight, but you're going to look soft. Why? Because you failed to signal muscle preservation. Now, if you combine both, you drop the 20 pounds of fat through proper nutrition while exercising, resistance training, you will preserve and build your muscle. What does that mean? You're going to look great. You often hear you can't out-train a bad diet, which is completely true, but then people hit a plateau and are told to fix it simply by adding more exercise or start resistance training, and that feels like a contradiction. Here's the truth. Exercise is the mandatory stimulus for muscle architecture, but nutrition is the driver of fat removal. You're pushing through hard workouts, you're cutting meals, and your waistline keeps expanding. Why? Because your daily routine is trapped inside a broken metabolic schedule. Hard training, it's great because it signals muscle preservation and growth. But constant eating locks your fat cells shut by keeping your insulin, as we know, chronically elevated. You cannot outtrain a continuous feeding window that prevents your body from accessing stored energy. Fixing your results requires what? Keeping your training high intensity while tightening your daily feeding window so your body actually has the time to burn that stored fat. I mapped out my entire system in my 5-star reviewed book, Fasting That Works. It's available on Amazon. Buy the paperback and you get my 6-module, 2-hour fat loss masterclass and workbook, which sells for $197 completely free. You want the exact blueprint now? Grab it. If you're not ready for that, grab my free 5-minute fat burning protocol. The link is in the bio. It's a great way to start.